Well, if the start is any indication, I think we're going to have fun tonight. And it's also comforting to know that Kristen has picked up my dance skills. So, well, on behalf of Karen, and Christine, and Ted, we'd like to welcome you here tonight to the beautiful Hotel Bethlehem. Thank you for sharing in this celebration of this special night for our families.
Growing up in a family with 3 girls, we each kind of took on a different role, naturally. So Lauren, she was the leader, and still is. I was the middle child. And Kristen was the smart one, and the athlete, and the most compassionate one. She was pegged as Dad's favorite pretty early on. Probably the easiest to raise, cheapest to put through college, quietest, and best looking. Although that one's debatable. I don't know about that one. I'm not quite sure about that.
Yeah, you look okay? Yeah, you guys look great.
Kristen and Neil, thank you so much for inviting us all here to celebrate this day with you. Kristen, you look absolutely stunning tonight. Neil, you look all right. I can honestly say that Neil is my best friend. But believe it or not, this was not always the case. I was about 4 when my mom and dad brought Neil home from the hospital. When they showed him to me, the first thing I said was, "Can you take him back?" My mom said, "No, this is your baby brother." So I thought for a minute, and I said, "Mom, just call the ambulance. I'll come get him." Obviously, our relationship's improved a lot since then.
This is a moment of great beauty and great meaning. It goes beyond the flowers, the music, the dresses. You may find this hard to believe, but the most precious part of this day is even bigger and more elaborate than the reception that is to follow. The best news is it doesn't cost anything. It's probably the only part of today that doesn't have a fee attached. So let me tell you why this day matters so much. It's because this day embraces 2 sentiments. 2 sentiments that are central to our very humanity.
This is from Neil.
Central to our faith. Love and hope.
Wait, there's this, you're truly perfect except for your spiral. Oh, throwing a football.
Lauren and I were definitely the more dominant, outgoing, outspoken, bossier sisters.
Well, that's perfect. So don't Neil.
Which made Kristen very easygoing. And she let Lauren and I make a lot of decisions for her. Most of the decisions we made. So when Lauren and I decided we were going to play field hockey as middle school kids, we made Kristen, our athlete, play too. She helped the team out a lot. And when Lauren and I decided we would take dance lessons, we made Kristen take dance lessons too.
But as easygoing as Kristen is, in most situations, there was this one case where it was Kristen's way, she knew what she wanted, and she didn't need our help. And that was Neil. She knew right away. She never really asked our opinion. She didn't really care what we thought. It was Neil. And we knew this because only a couple weeks after dating, she's like, hey, come to the beach with my whole family. Only a couple weeks. It was fun, though. And without batting an eye, as we all know, Kristen moved 1,500 miles away to Texas. 1,500, we Googled it. 1,500 miles away because she knew, without asking us, that it was the best decision for them. But, as it turns out, Megan and I would have probably picked Neil for Kristen anyway, so we'll take credit for that decision too.
The people in the room, thank you. We're very grateful for the part you've played in the lives of Kristen, Neil, and also the parents. So if you join me now, we're going to toast the happy couple. You could raise your glass. To Kristen and Neil, a couple of ex-hockey players who have grown into very well-educated adults who have an extremely bright future in front of you. To a fun-loving couple that literally make people smile just thinking about you. And to a pair that, as you go through life and experience all the challenges, I hope that you remember that you have a room full of people behind you at all times. So congratulations, and may you have a lifetime of happiness together.
What I like most about Neil and Kristen together is how true, authentic, and open they seem around one another. I believe that openness and that vulnerability is directly proportionate to our capacity for love. And this is how I know that Neil and Kristen have tremendous capacity to love one another. I have seen the sun rise in some incredibly beautiful places, like Hawaii and the Pacific Northwest. I was watching the sunrise yesterday morning in West Palm Beach, and I texted Neil and said, hey man, you're getting married tomorrow. And as I looked into the sun, it occurred to me that this is the sunrise of Neil and Kristen's life together.
Neil and Kristen, have you come freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
I do.
Yes. Will you love and honor each other as man and wife for the rest of your lives?
Yes.
Yes. Will you accept children lovingly from God and bring them up according to the law of Christ and His church?
Yes.
Yes. Neil, do you take Kristen to be your wife? You promise to be true to her in good times and bad, in sickness and in health, to love her and honor her all the days of your life.
I do.
Kristen, you take Neil to be your husband. You promise to be true to him in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love him and honor him all the days of your life.
I do.
Kristen, take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Neil, take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
To finding the person that will make you try new things and encourage you along the way. We wish you many new adventures, constant laughter, hopefully settling down closer to Pennsylvania. We love you both so much. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my very great joy to present to you Mr. and Mrs.
Neil Delogio.